Good morning. Thank you for joining me here this morning for a morning mindfulness practice. Just beginning by making yourself comfortable, attending to your posture, something that feels stable, balanced, with a sense of your nobility as a human being. Perhaps sitting a little straighter, the head and neck aligned with the spine, eyes open or closed. This morning we are invited to bring attention into the body. How is it in the body right now? Wherever the attention may have been, perhaps already centered in the body, perhaps more with thought, feeling, something around you. Wherever it may have been, just inviting the spotlight of attention into the landscape of the body. Into a mode of sensing. This is not like flicking a light switch from one mode to another. Something more gradual, maybe. Just opening a little more to the sensory domain of experience. The felt sensations, maybe temperature, contact, heaviness or lightness. Tingling, pulsating. Nothing in particular that we're hunting for. But rather just exploring what it might be like to let in whatever sensations are here into the awareness. Some tension in certain muscles, perhaps. Some ease elsewhere. Maybe some ease where once there was tension, or vice versa. As far as possible, without a particular goal or hypothesis, just observing. Because this is a gradual shift, you don't need to get rid of thought, emotion, anything else. You can allow whatever is here to be here in the domains of thought and feeling too. Just orienting the attention more towards the body as far as possible. Embodiment. Being a body. Within this wide view, it may be supportive to let the beam of attention rest in one place for a time. I suggest the left foot, but you're very welcome to choose otherwise. The breath, or a hand, or anything else at all. How is it here? Is it possible to let the left foot take center stage in awareness? Toes, sole of the foot, heel, the top of the foot, and from the inside, if it works for you, you might imagine that as you breathe in, the breath comes down into the left foot or into wherever you have chosen to focus. Refreshing and nourishing this part of the body. And then breathing out from here. Exploring what it might be to let go as you breathe out. Let go maybe of muscular tension or of holding on in a certain way. Whatever feels okay for you. As you next breathe out, perhaps, if it feels right, letting go of wherever your focus has been. moving somewhere new, perhaps the right foot, perhaps breathing into this new place, filling it with awareness from the inside, and breathing out from here. Of course, the mind will wander off. This is no surprise, it's what minds do. It's part of what minds do. Noticing this is already awareness. Awareness of the mind wandering is the same awareness as awareness of the foot or the breath or anything else. What it is we are aware of is not really what's so important here. Just to be awake this moment, whatever it's like. Awake with wandering mind, with the thought and feeling and sensation of the mind having wandered. And then perhaps reorienting, turning back to your chosen focus for now, whether it's the right foot or somewhere else. And then just being aware here too. You might ask yourself whether there's a striving for a certain something to be aware of. Is awareness enough right now? Or is there a thirst for awareness of a certain something, a certain experience, a certain state of affairs? If you notice this thirst, this longing, is it possible simply to be aware of that too? Grounded in the body, anchored in the right foot or somewhere else. simply awake in this moment, whether it's where we want to be, or whether there's a sense of trying to get somewhere else. We can see both of these as just how it is right now. Sometimes we're where we want to be, sometimes we're trying to get somewhere else. And it's possible to be aware right inside each of those. It's possible to rest in that awareness. Easeful and attentive, even towards what isn't how we'd like it to be right here in this moment. Perhaps remembering now that you always have the possibility of widening or narrowing the beam of attention according to what feels helpful in each moment. So it may feel supportive now to widen the spotlight of attention from the right foot, wherever it has been, wherever it has been loosely resting, perhaps more firmly. And to take a wider view, perhaps both feet or the whole of the lower half of the body. Something else. It's possible even to allow the whole of your experience to be the foreground, without a narrower focus for attention for a time. For some, this is challenging and is an option but not a necessity. If it calls to you, you might try it, opening out the attention into a choiceless awareness that just observes what arises, body, thought, feeling, space around you. Where the anchor is not one particular aspect of your experience, but just awareness itself. Just being the knowing of this moment. And then this moment. In the final moments of this practice, can you begin again? How is it to be aware and awake here, knowing the practice in a formal sense is about to conclude, and knowing whatever you know about how it was for you, however distracted or restless or challenging or peaceful, whatever the conditions are in this present moment, can you breathe with it? Simply be with awareness. And if not right now, perhaps soon. Always worth trying again. How about now? Thank you for being here and allowing us to practice together this morning. Perhaps wriggling the fingers and toes, perhaps having a stretch if that's helpful for you. Allowing in a sense of kindness towards yourself and towards whatever happened in that practice, however present or distracted it was for you. Sometimes it's like this, sometimes it's like that. Just a reminder that from tomorrow, the morning sessions will be on Zoom at the link that I have shared. And if you don't have that, then please feel free to be in touch with me to ask for it. Just put my email address in the chat once again. I think that the chat might disappear once I end the stream, so perhaps making a note of it now if that's something that you need. But above all, wishing you well, and hope to see you on a different platform, but at the same time tomorrow. Take care.